This episode of Hat Trick Hockey is brought to you by Logo. Call up James and the boys for your free estimates. These boys are always on time. They're insured. Not only can they get rid of anything that you want in your yard, trees, rubbish, whatever you need to get rid of, they also offer stump removal as well. So call James and the boys for your free estimate today at 519-791-7566. And what is going on, everybody out there, all of you beauts and beauties? This is episode number 89 of Hat Trick Hockey, which is always brought to you by our good friends over at GL Heritage, the official beer of Hat Trick Hockey. Everybody, as you all know, we have our merch store up. Everything's all up, ready to go for you. Just smash the link on the post here, and it'll lead you to all your sweet HTH merch. This being episode number 89, of course, it's the Alexander Mogilny edition of Hat Trick Hockey. He played 16 years in the NHL, 990 games played, 473 goals, 559 assists, 1,032 points. He's a world junior, Olympic, world championships gold medalist. He's a world junior silver medalist. He's a member of the Triple Gold Club. He's a Lady Byng winner, Maurice Richard Award winner for the most goals. He's a Stanley Cup champion. Alexander Mogilny, absolute legend of the game. I'll bring in my boy, my line mate, Rob. Rob, what's up, dude? Feels like it's been fucking forever since I've talked.
I know. It does. You know what's funny too? He was the first hockey player to defect out of Russia.
I know. I was actually reading that. That's a good point that you raised that up. Good call.
Yeah. Played with New Jersey. He was a stud in New Jersey.
Did he go to the Hall of Fame?
What's that?
Did he get into the Hall of Fame?
No, he's still not in the Hall of Fame.
How the fuck is that possible?
It doesn't make any sense to me either. Because look at the way he paved for all them guys out of Russia to come over.
He paved the way. That's crazy, dude. Like that.
Yeah, and he was a stud.
I know. I think
loved him in Toronto.
I think the year he got the most goals, I think he scored like 73 or 76 or something the year that he scored. I know it was in the 70s.
It's crazy.
But yeah, man, I can't believe that shit. That is nuts. That is completely insane. So what else have you been up to?
So what was it? St. Patrick's Day, went out and we went to Brinko's first.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brinko's. They had a corned beef pizza. Fuck. Killer. They
have all kinds of crazy pizzas.
It was awesome. So good. And we drank the green beers, and then me and a couple of Meg boys, Joe and Jonesy and Joe went to the Flyers game, seen what's his name there?
Our boy Wyatt.
Wyatt, yeah. Saw Wyatt play. Then went back to Jose's and had some drinks with the boys and saw Dale Mitchell there, and their goalie coach got their goalie coach's phone number, got a bunch of the beauties on the team's numbers. Like I was picking up dudes all night.
Picking up. That's the thing. This show, you pick up dudes all night.
Yeah. So I got a bunch of numbers, and they're going to come on. Ross McKibben's boy. A bunch of beauties. And then they fed me. They gave me some pasta and some garlic bread. And it was awesome. It was a great night.
See, picking up dudes. Fucking.
I was home by 11 o'clock.
Come on.
It was great. Yeah. Maybe midnight, right in there. It was awesome. And then went to the 73s game and give a big shout out to the girls working the bar, Rachel and Lisa, and my boy Kenny and Marco Doherty. They do a great job there. And the boys won, but obviously there was a different story when they went back into Moortown.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get into that. It was pretty chill for me. The kids have been kind of sick lately, so we've been kind of just vegging out.
Yeah.
Sunday we got our ass kicked, so still haven't clinched that finals berth yet.
You got one more shot?
We have one more shot. So how it works out now is it's kind of a weird situation. So we're in second place by a point, and the team ahead of us is a point. But so the first team in first and the team in third that play, so that's going to be white and black. So those two teams will play on Sunday. If white wins, then we have to beat red in the late game. If black beats white, then it's us and black in the finals automatically, and our game means nothing. So that's how it goes. So it all depends on how that first game goes Sunday now. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just hope black wins, and then we're in, and then like fucking let's go, and then we'll figure it out from there. So.
Oh, and I got my boy Doug Huntley working on my camera. I got a new camera for the front door. So
he's working on that.
All them fucking hoodlums that come over to my house, I'll know.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Should we get into the 73s then?
Let's go.
All right. So off the first hop, we know they swept the first round. Fucking wasn't even close. They get in the round 2.
Yeah.
So game 1, our boy freaking Chittle led the way, 2 goals. Andrew Toms had 1. Ryan McKim had 1. Carter Dimbinski, I want to say. I hope I said that right, Carter. I'm sorry if I didn't. They all had a goal apiece. So the 73s win game 1, 5-2, take a 1-0 series lead. So that was probably the game that you were at. So now we go into game number 2. And what's kind of been happening all year, the boys ran into some penalty issues. Okay, so they gave Moortown 9 power plays, Rob. 9 power plays.
This is a fucking playoffs. That doesn't happen.
So the part that sucks is Moortown went 3 for 9 on the power play.
Well,
So
that's the game then, right?
pretty much. So I think the final score ended up 7-3 in game 2.
Yeah.
But think about it. 3 of those goals were on the power play. So Essex went 0 for 3. So Moortown only gave them 3 power plays. We gave them 9. We had goals from Jack Firth and Carson Squared, I'm going to call them, because both of them scored, one with a C, one with a K. So both of those guys scored too. So, but we lost 7-3. We were outshot 46-34 as well. So I don't know, man.
Gotta stay out of the box, boys.
Yeah,
stay out of the box.
But she's going to be a battle. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully
that team's not going to roll over for them. Like they're a tough team. They got this fat number 9 on their team. He sits in the corner at the top of the hash marks on the half wall and just snipes like fucking Stamkos.
Does he?
That's all he does.
Really?
As soon as the power play gets rolling, he goes into that spot. He's the size of Ovechkin. He's just a beast.
A truck.
He is a truck, dude. I'm telling you. I think he's their overage player. I think he's 21.
Oh, okay, so he's just
yeah, he's just a baller. Like I don't mean like a baller. I mean like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, just crush people.
Yeah,
my God.
Yep, and he's got a great one-timer too.
So when is hold on, let me see here real quick. I'm gonna go to see when. So game
like their next game Thursday.
Yes. Game 3 is Thursday. So,
and then I think it's Saturday and next back in Moortown.
Yeah, and then it'll be Saturday back in Moortown, and then game 5 will be Tuesday at 7:00 at home. So back to your normal Tuesday home game. So
yeah,
I don't know. Good luck, boys. Let's go here. Let's figure this shit out. Bounce back strong here. We'll be all right.
Yeah, like the first game I went and seen. They were flying. They were wheeling. It was a fantastic game, end to end, back and forth. You know, like the boys looked good. They were fucking wheeling.
Yeah, different story when they went on the road. So let's see if they can figure it out back at home here. So I'm sure they will.
It just seems like a lot of penalties for a playoff game. You know, like
9 fucking penalties, man.
I know that in Essex it got a little chippy because Essex went up. It was, I want to say it was 2-2 going into third.
Yeah.
And then it was 4-2 for Essex. And then it started getting there was penalties going left and right. There was nothing really, it was pretty even penalty wise in the third period. So
I thought our boy Shirky had like 9 or 12 minutes in penalties or something.
He was rolling, bro. He was flying around there. He was banging, knocking. He's an animal. He plays like he's 6 feet tall, man. Yeah. He's awesome. I love that kid.
Speaking of
the 73s.
speaking of another local team, the Spits are in now. They clinched last night. They clinched a playoff spot. I think they're first in the West, I want to say. So those guys are fucking rolling right now too. So I'm looking forward to seeing those guys in the playoffs too. I'm not quite sure who they'll match up with yet, but man, Spits are rolling too. I like it. All the local teams are playing good. And I think I seen too Lakeshore shut out Amherstburg last night too in game 1 of that series, I believe it as well. In Lakeshore 2-0.
Aren't they playing Wheatley?
Sorry, yes, Wheatley.
-1.
But yeah, so they won 2-0. So have to watch that series as well, obviously.
So they're up 2-0 in that series?
No, they won game 1.
Oh, that was game 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that series too. Flip over into some of the NHL news. Former Spitfire Peter DeBoer will coach his 1000th regular season game as the Vegas Golden Knights will host Nashville. So he'll get his 1000th game then. Congrats to him. I know he had a long history here in Windsor too. So it's nice to see those like local guys go on to the show and have big, long careers. It's always nice to see that.
Absolutely. Always love seeing the local guys succeed.
Mm-hmm. Did you see fucking Eichel's out again, eh? Did you see that?
I heard, yeah.
He got hit with a shot or something in his hand. So they still don't know the results of anything. They got to wait for some of the swelling to go down.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some sources have said that it does not look good. You think he broke his hand?
Well, yeah. But how happy are the fans in Buffalo right now?
Oh my God.
Fuck, did they boo the shit out of him?
I know.
He chirps them back like,
I know.
Like, what are you doing? Like, get some thick skin, bro.
I know, but he shouldn't have said anything, because now anytime that he goes there, they're just gonna boo the shit out.
They're gonna boo him anyways. Well, they didn't boo him as bad as those fucking losers in New York.
Yeah, I know.
With Tavares, like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so Jack got hurt. In a game against Florida is when he got hurt. So we'll have to keep an eye on that situation. Did you see the Dadnov trade?
I'm not sure.
It was invalidated.
Oh, how come? The NHL didn't like it?
No. So what had happened was he had included a limited no trade clause. So he had to submit a list, 10-team list. So in October of 2020, he'd signed a 3-year deal with the Sens. Okay. So we signed a 3-year deal with the Sens, which included a limited no trade clause. So then he got traded to Las Vegas for Nick Holden and a 3rd-round pick in the 2022 entry draft. So this year, but that trade went down July 28th. Okay. Where he would actually become an unrestricted free agent. So here's the issue. The Ducks were one of the teams of the 10. So they didn't abide by his 10-team list.
Oh. So they traded him to one of the teams that he said
traded
no?
him to a team. Apparently something got mixed up along the way to where they must have not had his list at that point in time or something. But Anaheim was not on the list. Was on the list of teams that he did not want to go to.
Okay.
So that's why it was done. So, but I think the other players and everything involved in the trade, I'm not sure if they go. This would be a good segment if we had our boy fucking Pumps, because Pumps would probably be able to explain this to us like to a T on how
we could get Riley Jones on here to explain it to us, and I wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, I know, but Pumps would give us that kind of inside scoop on it, right? On how everything would go. But that's by the way it sounds. So the way it sounds, the trade's going to be none. Like, nope. And apparently he's going back to Las Vegas.
Wow.
So he has to go back. That's kind of awkward walking in the room now.
Well, especially when they're telling you they don't want you.
You guys try to trade me. Here I am. I'm like fucking herpes. I just don't go away. Like, you know what I mean? It's fucking. So yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. So I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. No.
Yeah. I've never heard of that before where that was one of the teams and you got traded to and it was no.
Yeah. So that's pretty nuts, man. So
no.
What do you think? Should we go to our interview?
Sure.
Our interview today, by the way, is brought to you by Melissa Fay Photography. So she's a one-stop shop for all of your photo needs, whether it be a family session, engagement, your wedding, newborn, anything in between. Just get a hold of her. And what would the missus love more than a session with the family for nice photos for your wall? And also, if you mention our show to her, you'll get some off the service as well. So be sure to do that. So we'll flip it over to our interview. Our boy, current alumni, Tyler Scott. Enjoy.
Okay, but wait.
Oh.
Melissa, she's a beauty. I play cornhole with her on Thursdays. You got to go see her. She's a great person. Just her smile will make you smile. So
10% off the service when you mention Hat Trick Hockey too. So check that out. Our interview. Here you go, Tyler Scott. Enjoy.
Roll it.
No time.
Well, we have one of the more recent alumni with us here today. He played 152 games in the orange and black, recorded 71 goals, 90 assists, 161 points, over a point a game guy. He was actually just recently nominated to the top 100 list of the 73s as well. So let's welcome to the show, Mr. Scott, Tyler Scott. How you doing, buddy? First off, congrats, man.
Thank you. Appreciate the invite onto the show.
That's a nice little fucking accomplishment there. Top 100.
For sure it is. Yeah. I grew up watching all those legends that were nominated play, Hotsy and those guys. And I remember begging my dad to go to the old barn on a, I was in grade school at the time, school night, and getting the pleasure or getting the honor to be nominated with those guys. Yeah, it's pretty special for sure. Top 100.
So they're fucking legends.
Oh, so you were like watching like Hotsy and all those guys then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, they had the cages on, and I remember there's so many things I remember, but I remember the old style of hockey, much different than it is now.
Now, were you there for the half like visor era kind of it, or were you there for the full cage?
Yeah. I was luckily my overage year was the last year they had visors on.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Then the year after I was done, they would switch to cages, which I couldn't believe they went to that. I understand I think it was due to the dentist fees for the OHA. I don't blame them. I lost the jib myself, but it does cost quite a bit of money. But it's junior hockey. Get the visors on anyway.
I agree.
Do you think the six stay down more with the visors than they do with the cages?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. Don't want to put the team in risk of a penalty kill. So nowadays I know for a fact they let more slide because
you can hear it too.
You can hear it. They let them go. The kids aren't hurt. So why would they call it?
Right.
I get it. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't for sure. But I think before guys were smarter with their sticks for sure.
Yeah. But the part where it kind of sucks is the fighting aspect of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Because now you got to rip a helmet off where before you could just drop your gloves and you could just go toe to toe and it doesn't.
Yeah. I went through a few phases of rule changes where like my rookie year, you're allowed to go out and warm ups, without your chin strap hooked up, wheel around there. And I think my rookie year, or maybe the year before my rookie year, you were allowed to take your bucky off before a fight and square up that way. But then I think my end of my first or second year, they made a rule where you have to, helmet can only get knocked or only come off if the other guy knocks it off. So guys would line up, take each other's helmet off, and then square up.
Step back and square up.
Yeah, step back and square up. It's like little things, and then they ended up saying no chin straps or chin straps have to be hooked up for warm-ups during games. If your chin strap comes undone, get off. Bullshit. Like
what?
So yeah, things like that.
That's freaking flying around that's just for all the babes in the front row for the fucking warm-ups.
Yeah.
Everybody love puck bunny.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, a bunch of rule changes, but back to the cages. I think it's a fucking joke, but anyway.
Did you have to wear a mouth guard or the neck guard?
You
Were
didn't
any
even,
of those rules?
There was, yeah, I think you had to wear a mouth guard, neck guard. But they didn't really stress, like my rookie year, your neck guards could sort of be tucked into your shoulder pads. And then I think there was middle of my career somewhere, they made a rule where you have to have your neck guard fully visible up to like your fucking chin. And if it fell off, you had to get off, or if it wasn't visible, like I've gotten a penalty for my neck guard before.
Oh, that's a fucking shitty penalty to take.
That's not hockey. It's not hockey.
Yeah.
That's like freaking like what's his name? Former like Leaf there kept getting the calls for his visor. Was it
our Uncle Leo?
Yeah, kept getting calls on his visor, right?
Yeah.
That was him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was tilted it up.
Because he wouldn't tilt the bucket up, he'd just tilt the visor up. The screws were kind of loose, like in the head and on the helmet.
Just enough so he could put it up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, when you can speak 8 languages and play the piano, you should be able to do whatever you fucking want.
Yeah. I agree. I agree 100%.
8 languages.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Well, how am I going to do this podcast if I fucking shut up? It's gonna be really boring, you and him.
That's a good point.
Hey, did you now you grew up here, right?
So I grew up in Leamington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leamington.
So I grew up in Leamington playing minor hockey there, Southpoint Capitals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how do you want to get into the background of
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us
how you got started in it.
Yeah.
So I grew up I was born in Windsor. Then my parents had a house on the water in Leamington, Lake Erie there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my dad, like my family was a big hockey family. I'm the youngest of 6 kids. So when I was like, I have an older brother, he's an 87. So he at the time I was born, he was like 8 years old, and he was into hockey, and my dad would always push hockey. He played hockey growing up. So I think by the time I was like 1.5, maybe 2 years old, I was on rollerblades in the driveway with, falling on my face, getting up. And then got thrown into hockey when I was young, at a young age, started right away. So funny story there is my oldest brother, Ryan. My parents weren't the wealthiest growing up. My dad went through a lot of shit with work. So couldn't afford everybody, all 6 kids couldn't afford to do, we can all get the pleasure of playing sports that we wanted. So luckily enough, Ryan sacrificed his hockey career at a younger age. He only played house league growing up and whatnot, but it was either two sons play hockey and 2 of the daughters play gymnastics, whatever they like, kind of thing. So me and my brother Chris were lucky enough to start off playing hockey at a young age. So thanks to Ryan for sacrificing his career so that I can play.
Ryan snapping it around.
Chris is the one that I met there at Krabby's.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
Played in Europe.
Yeah, you had a hell of a career.
We're gonna get him on.
Oh, he played in Europe?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, my brother Chris had a great career. Big, one of my biggest role models for sure. He taught me a shit ton, and he ended up kind of getting me a tryout with Essex, kind of too. But
he's drinking Virgin Caesars.
He's on a bit of a sobriety.
He's on a wagon right now.
Yeah, trying to catch up on life a bit.
Sometimes it'll catch up to you.
Oh man, playing overseas.
I've got a 6-pack rule now.
6-pack.
Yeah.
What, the one on your stomach there?
Yep. That's
okay.
it.
Yeah.
That's okay. Trying to get her to the 6-pack.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Nope. I go out. It's 6 only now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right.
I'll change your mind when we're out.
Like, if they make them taller, I'll buy the taller ones. But yeah,
they said 6.
6 is 6.
Yeah.
Big. Yeah. I'm not liking myself too much when I can't remember shit and get blacked out.
It's no fun.
It's not fun. No, and then you got to figure out, who do I got to apologize to?
Yeah, you're asking around, what the fuck did I do last night?
Yeah.
The hangovers get longer too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, then you write the Saturday off because you went to the Peacock or fuck whatever.
Peacock get you.
Yeah, it'll get you.
Yeah. So I grew up in Leamington, and then played Southpoint minor hockey there. And then up until grade 6, I think I was 11 years old or so.
Mm-hmm.
Grade 5 or grade 6, my parents were going through a bunch of shit. So sort of separated. I went with my dad to Belle River with my brother Chris. So the 3 of us, I believe it was the 3 of us, went to Belle River. We both played well, I played Belle River AA minor hockey there and went to grade school there. And Chris played AAA. I never made AAA. I always got cut from them, but played Belle River AA my whole life up until junior hockey. I was able to try out and whatnot. So then I kept playing Belle River till midget major. When I was 16, when I was 16, Belle River cut me because my rights were with them. And then 17, they also cut me again. So then I went to skate with Essex. I took a knee on knee in camp, and then I had a good tryout, but they were really deep at the time. So I went back to midget major for my last year, and then it was my last year. I had to make a team no matter what. So went back to try out in Essex, and then they offered me a card. So Essex asked Belle River, Mark Segan there for my rights, and they gave them to me. So they gave them to Essex. So then I got a card there.
Oh, so thank you.
Yeah, that was lucky.
Well, that's always good too of him to actually give you rights, because there's been some, if they leave and they're like all like mad at each other or whatever, they won't fucking hand them over. Like exactly, I've seen that happen too before.
Yeah, like I mean, and I don't blame them at the time. They wanted to, hockey at the time was sort of a bigger league and whatnot. Belle River, like, they're bigger guys. They were a good team too. But like it was just a time where Essex was sort of in a transition period. I mean, my rookie year, we had some really good players, but they had to fill in a bunch of holes. So, and Belle River wanted size. So, they want what they want, kind of bit them in the ass in the end, but it was,
suck on that, Belle River. Or Lakeshore, or whatever you want to call yourselves anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Oh, interesting.
Show them the ring.
Oh yeah, flex on the ring there. Yeah.
Boom.
You didn't get one that year, Belle River.
Had to wear it.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm not here to trip Belle River the whole fucking night.
No. I gotta give it to them though, every once in a while, right?
No, it was.
They don't send enough guys our way. Like, come on, jump on the show.
Yeah,
rip into Essex.
Well, fuck, it wasn't just me that got cut from Belle River. It was like a ton of guys, especially the year we won Schmalz. It was like guys like me. I mean, Matthew Hebert was one of the best line mates I've ever had. He played on the threes with me. Tyler Turner, Brad Carroll, those guys. I don't think all of them got cut, or to say that, but I think they had an opportunity to get signed there for sure, and they passed on them. But at the time, you never know what happens with tryouts and how you play, right? So
who knows what they're looking at, right?
Exactly.
And obviously,
everybody, it's all about roles.
You got cut. If we could say that, because of your size. It wasn't because of your skill, because you have skill.
Yeah.
But would you honestly say it was because of your size?
It was the thing where they wanted to go bigger. So they simply
bigger and older, right? That seems to be Belle River's way.
Well, I think when I was trying out, it was between a few younger guys, same age as me for sure. And they ended up signing. There too, and had good careers themselves, which is great. And I was friends with them, guys that I played minor hockey with in Belle River too. Great guys, and they just wanted size. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Have to get you to get some of those guys on from Belle River. Come on the show.
Yeah.
Generous shit talk Essex.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who it was, but I thought someone said this year that Lakeshore had a lot of more like senior guys and like junior guys on their team. Like
Lakeshore this year?
Yeah, like the team's way older than it normally is.
Fuck, I would assume so, because they went like 39-1 somehow. 39-2, 38-2.
Beat him twice, remember?
Is it? Oh yeah, that's right.
Back to back too. Suck on that.
Yeah, right. So,
we're gonna keep chirping them until they send more guys. Like we've had Iaquina on.
Yeah. Oh, you have?
He was awesome.
I love Q.
Like, fuck, that's about it. I think that was. Did we have another Belle River guy? Oh yeah. What was his name? The Big Bear or whatever his name was. He's the big dude that came over. We crushed a bunch of beers.
Oh, fuck.
And interviewed him.
I don't know. We've had so many fucking people on this show.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was awesome, dude. He played when Lee Jones and all those guys played.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Belle River had a crazy good season. Like, that's fucking unheard of for the last many years. Like my best year was my rookie year. We had a sick team. I think we went 36-4 or something like that. Really good year. And that was, we felt like we were just rolling teams, untouchable. But then, Iaquina, he's a hell of a fucking coach. He coached my rookie year. He's a forward coach, and taught me a lot of shit. Good guy.
He was the coach of Belle River when you tried out?
No, coach of Essex my rookie year.
Oh, okay.
Forward coach. Yeah, Gil Langlo was his head. I think Craig Miller was defense coach, I believe, and Iaquina was forward coach.
So Scott was general manager?
Scotty, yeah. Scott Miller was GM. Yeah.
Wow.
And good staff there. We went to Lakefield, got fucking swept in the Schmalz final. They were a good team.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Especially to go all the way there.
Yeah, it was tough. Like we would go game one, we drove all the way there and we look at their roster, they're fucking stacked. We're like, oh my God, all ex-OJHL, couple OHLers, I think junior B guys. And we go there and just like every other team, they're fucking wearing cages and bubbles and they're all 6 feet tall. It's like, holy fuck. And then it's a small arena. And to get to our side of the fucking rink in warm-ups, we got to skate through their end and they're already on the ice, right? So we open our door and they're firing pucks right past our heads. So we skate to our end and warm up. But then the better part is we fucking get off before they do. So we skate through there while they're ripping clappers and we're all lined up at the door like dickheads there. And we're all trying to get out. And I look back and they start forming a horseshoe. And all of a sudden the far guy he starts ripping fucking snappers, like high short side, and rims it around. And I look and it fucking hits like our trainer in the head. One puck hit me right in the chin. It's like, what the
I'd be
fuck?
like, no, we're fighting, right? Fucking,
That's
right
fucking
now.
so stupid.
if someone does that to be a dick.
So we ended up appealing it and got the one guy sussied. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's a fucking dick move.
Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah,
you know, that's on the league for doing that shit, or referees. Like, were the referees out there when you guys warm up?
Yeah, I think usually there's two lining,
and it should be you guys come on first, you leave last. You know what I mean? And then there's none of that fucking stupidity, and it is sheer stupidity.
Yeah,
or you just show some fucking class and don't be a dick.
Yeah, right when I was getting to their blue line and watching them all shoot, I'm like, we're about to get fucking lit up. It's like, holy shit. Yeah, so yeah, Lakefield was tough. We got our asses kicked.
Yeah, fuck you, Lakefield.
Yeah. Actually, funny story. When we played Lakefield, game one was in their barn. I think game 1 and 2 maybe because of travel purposes. And then when they came to Windsor, like Essex, they were all at a hotel in Windsor. And my brother, who played for the Leamington Flyers at the time, they were downtown partying. And there was some chick there. They were sitting on a bench, some chick and some dudes. She was wearing a Lakefield jersey. So my brother went up to him and fucking started videotaping him. And he has a video on his phone somewhere, but he was like, fuck you, Lakefield. You're fucking your ass kicked. And they were bitching at him like, we're going to kick your team's ass. And like, it was like, they're just melting off on each other down right on a let. Fucking great.
That's fucking funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Hey, where did you get your first junior goal at? Like, was it nice? Was it shitty? Do you even remember it?
Yeah, I remember my first one. It's one that I'll always remember. It's always special. I don't know. I'm sure most of the guys remember their goals now.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Most of them have had conkies on this.
Yeah,
show,
some
so
don't.
I don't remember a lot.
Yeah. My first goal was it wasn't anything special. It's just like I think it was a pad shot. I was up front for a tap-in goal against Amherstburg, I believe. Yeah. And yeah, it wasn't special at all, but it was special to me. You know what I mean? Just first goal, get that out of the way. So I think it was like, I believe it was Amherstburg, but yeah, it was a away game. I think, I believe it was Amherstburg. Shitty goal.
Did you do the Theron Fleury, Sully? Like skate across the net?
Yeah. No, it was just, I think I got fucking grabbed and the guy's fucking something like that rose me up.
Picked you up like the Schmalz Cup.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I believe it was Amherstburg game. Yeah.
What was it? So what was training camp like? Like you're coming into Essex. Now, did you get cut before the season started in Belle River?
Yeah, it was so basically you go through mini camp and main camp, you get the invite to mini, and then if you're good enough, you make it through to main. And so you want to hear about like the Essex camp or the Belle River ones or what?
Both of them.
Yeah. Okay. So Belle River, I was 16, and I get invited out to camp, and I played pretty well. Basically I got invited out to mini camp, and I think my rookie year, I think they invited me out to Maine both times, and ended up just releasing me. It was kind of a thing. It was the old Belle River barn.
Yep.
I go into the coach's room there, and both years they just said, Scotty, we're just going to go with a bigger team. I don't think, and then the second year was pretty harsh. He said, I don't think you'll ever play in this league because you're too short.
Who was that coach?
Mark Segan was the general manager. I forget who the coaches were, but
hey, Mark, did you see his ring? Suck on that.
No disrespect. He fucking made a choice, but he did. Yeah, he did eat it in the end. But so yeah, mini camp, and you get invited out to Maine, or mini, you get through to Maine, and then they make their cuts. So it was 16-year-old year, get cut, go back and play midget minor, and then get cut again when I'm 17, go back and play midget major, because midget minor and major for minor hockey, it's like it's a double age year. So you get your midget minor guys and major all, or midget major and like the midget minor guys all in one kind of thing. So 16 and 17-year-old guys all in 1 year kind of thing.
That's how I had it growing up the whole time.
Yeah. And then I was 17 after I got cut from Belle River. I think I asked Belle River if I can go try out somewhere else and if they'll release my rights or whatever. So I went to Essex. This was, I think it was mid-main camp, because I didn't go to their mini camp. And I joined Essex's main camp halfway through or something, and played really well. And then I took a knee on knee from a buddy of mine, actually. And
who's that? Bring him to the med club.
Yeah. Yeah, I should.
We'll sort that shit.
It was actually a guy my brother played minor hockey. He was a year older than me, Brett Beatty. He knee-on-kneed me, and I fucking still feel like, I swear it's still fucked up my thigh to this day. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was out for the next season, for the start of the season for a while, but yeah, so that was, I kind of had I didn't finish the main camp because my leg, and they just said try it again next year. So then went back to Belle River midget major. We did well there, had a bunch of good guys there, and then the next year I didn't even bother trying out for Belle River when I was 18. I went right to Essex camp, and then
because they didn't have your rights anymore, right?
No, they didn't release me yet because I wasn't off the card yet. But I just didn't even. They sent me the mini camp invite, Belle River, and I didn't even go. I just went right to Essex's camp, and they signed like the 95 age group in minor hockey. There's a lot of talent there in AA and AAA especially, but a lot of the AAA guys usually go to junior B, and the AA guys, a lot of us went to C. So Essex got like me, Dallas Pereira, I grew up playing, known him my whole life, Eric Shaw, Matt Rosati, and then Big Dan Manella was a year younger. He signed when he was 17, I believe. So he was our tough guy there, and so it was I think they signed like 5 new guys that year, and then we went to the Schmalz final when I was 18.
I actually noticed when you were here playing that you didn't really miss a lot of games when you were playing here, because I noticed you were like 38 games one year, 38 games, 37. I'm like, wow, he played almost every game every year.
Yeah, I didn't really miss much. Like the schedule was all fine with me, and some guys kind of when you're older, you're an overager, some guys are starting some sort of work or apprenticeship somewhere, or co-op, I don't know, schooling. But some sort of schooling job. Me, I was just going through college, and I was able to go to every game. And then like injuries, I never really got injured until playoffs. A couple injuries you battle through.
So right out of the pub, right to the arena.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hotsy used to go right out of Burger King to the arena. With his fucking jalapeno poppers and shit.
He'd be eating them while like sitting on the bench next to him while he's doing
he's puking them up, eating them again.
No, he won't. He's just a fucking
like a fucking tapeworm or something. Yeah,
I don't know how he does it.
It's crazy. Like I could imagine doing that. Like even for softball, whatever. I couldn't imagine just crushing some jalapeno poppers and then go run around.
Yeah, dude, I've seen that doesn't sound good.
I've seen him eat stuff, and it's like, dude, like, we play a game in 10 minutes, right? Like, and he's just sitting there eating, like, fuck.
Yeah, for me, like I literally any junior hockey game, now it's a different story, but any junior hockey game, like if it's a 7 p.m. game, I'm not touching a thing after 2. It was like
After 2.
so if like a lot of time when I was playing, I was at St. Clair College, and inside the college they had like Subway. I was big on Subway if I couldn't make it home in time before the games, but my pregame meal was always like pierogies. Love fucking pierogies. So I would eat like, I would fucking make 10 pierogies, and that's it. 2:00, that's when I would eat them, and I'd have it fully digested by game time. And I wouldn't I cannot play hockey and fucking burp up food. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like I can't notice any food in my fucking stomach.
Ant has to shit. He gets nervous before every fucking podcast. So
no, that's just normal. That's just
normal.
Yeah, that's the routine, baby. That's all.
That is it. Yeah, it's a fucking routine.
Every time I text him, "Hey, you ready to go?" Yeah, I'm just on the shitter.
Gotta do it, man. You gotta get it out.
Hey, need 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get that evil out of you.
Were you into pregame naps too?
No, I can't do naps.
No,
I still don't do naps. If I nap, I'm just going to bed.
Are you nervous? Are you for these games?
I don't know if it's nothing to do with like nerves. No, I do for these games that you get nervous for the big ones. Yeah, like game 7s are always obviously your biggest nerve games. But yeah, napping wasn't a thing I liked, because after I nap, I'm just drowsy and anxiety builds up or something, and I just feel like shit after.
Takes you a while to get
motivated. The digestive system shuts down for a bit, and I just don't feel good after I fucking nap. I don't know what it is, but there's been times where I had to nap, like on the bus ride up after a long day of school, exam or some shit, but it never does me any good. So even still, I just don't like to nap. Like
groggy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
so go ahead.
I was gonna say, your last few years there, you wore a letter, didn't you? Your last couple letters there. How did all that? So So you wore an A. So was there 2 A's or 3 A's then? And who wore the C as well?
Yeah. So my rookie year, it was Corey Bully, who was the captain. Okay. Best player I've ever witnessed play hockey on my team. By far, this guy's incredible at hockey. He was the captain. He led us. And then the assistant captains that year were Dylan Selecki was an overager, Alex Guerin, and I think Chad Hedrick wore an A. I think all 3 of those guys were A's. Mm-hmm. Just the overagers, and all good guys there. And then my rookie year, I had a pretty good year, and they probably took me on. They probably noticed me that, they probably wanted me to be a lifer there with the team. So they kind of said, they gave me an A my second year, probably because I'm going to be staying there the rest of my career, kind of thing. It's kind of how we were feeling at the time. So I've always wanted to play with my brother in Leamington, but never really worked out. So wore an A my second year, third year, my last year. Yeah. Sweet. And my second year, the captain was Scott Bromley. That's when we won all Ontario. Mm-hmm. The other assistant captains were Danny McIntyre and Jordan Ryan, I believe. And then my third year, the captain was Matthew Hebert. He was a 94. I wore the A. Dallas Prayer, I think, wore an A. And who else? Matt Rosati. Okay, yeah. And then my overage year with it was tough because Dallas Prayer went through a bad injury, this and that, but Dallas got the C. Everybody was very proud of him for getting the C, because he was an Essex boy all his life and grew up here, and one of my best buddies growing up. So we were all proud of him for getting the C, because just like me, we grew up watching the team growing up. So Dallas captain, me, Matt Rosati, and I believe Eric Shaw were the A's, because we were the overagers. Yeah. And then before the deadline, I forget what happened, but I think before the deadline, Dallas took a tough injury and couldn't play the rest of the year. So I think it was my OA year, third year OA year, we got Max Vaselli, who's another 95. And you guys interviewed, I seen you guys had Luke Sanko on how long ago was that?
About a month ago.
Yeah. And another Tecumseh boy, Max Vaselli, came and played, and I knew Max my whole life, playing AA hockey against him. And he wasn't even playing junior hockey at all. So then I just kind of said, dude, what are you doing for hockey these days? I messaged him once, and he was like, not doing fucking anything, just we're focusing on school. And I was like, come for a skate. So he literally came out to a practice mid-season and lit it up or something, and we signed him. It was he's another, so he's another good guy.
So you decide that you're not going to go play for Belle River. Now, also, there's two things I wanted to ask you. One was, you said your brother got you a tryout in Essex. How did that come about?
Oh yeah. So when I got cut from Belle River, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I asked my brother, and he's always kind of like a mentor growing up. So he's like, I was like, he was like, what about Essex? He was like, he said, Gil Langlois coached me. Maybe I can reach out to him. So Gil Langlois coached my brother, Chris, in Sun County growing up. And whether it was like me and my brother, we were always so broke as a family growing up. We didn't fucking have phones till like grade 12, even first year college, maybe. Mm-hmm. So I think my dad reached out to Essex and got the invite mainly because Gil Langlois knew my family kind of thing, because he coached Chris. Mm-hmm. And or Chris reached out to Gil one way or another and got me the tryout there.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Okay, now my second question is, what was it like when they tell you, so you've been cut from Belle River, three times? Two, was it?
Yeah,
two times. So then the next time you go out and you're thinking you're making the squad.
Yeah.
They bring you in the office and how does that all go down?
The year that I think I'm making the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I had a pretty good chance my second year. But it was just like kind of heartbreaking for sure. Yeah. They sit you down, and right when you go into the room, it's like, it's quiet and they're not even smiling. So I kind of knew it was fucking over.
Yeah.
So heart kind of broke a little bit there, because especially I had to make a team or my career was done. Right.
Yep.
So it was a thing where I walk into the room and they always say the same bullshit. It's like, Scotty had a good skate, but I think we're gonna go bigger this year. It's kind of something along those lines.
Right.
And I just the blood started boiling up.
Did you
definitely cried a bit? Yeah.
I'm getting a little tear jerked right now.
Went through here. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks, appreciate that.
Went through a lot of shit growing up as a kid, being short, getting picked on my whole life, school.
Me too.
So luckily I had a really good support group, my family and my siblings. So they just said they got me through it for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now you go into Essex.
Yeah.
The camp goes well for you.
Yeah.
Now you get offered the card. What's that like, walking into that dressing room or to that coach's room when you're like, fuck yeah, I know I got this one.
Yeah, that was an interesting tryout. Like, I was fucking nervous. There was the Aberg guys. So Matt Rosati, like the 95s that we signed that year were me, Matt Rosati, Eric Shaw, Dallas Pereira. And then also we took Dan Manella, the big tough guy. And I was the very last card that they handed out. And it was and Mike Popel too, like a couple of Aberg guys. There was like fucking 5 or 6 95s and a 96. Like, we had a lot of room to fill in. So, and there was a lot of skill at that tryout with, guys a couple of years younger with me that played AAA or whatever, maybe they thought could develop better. Cause at the time I'm 18, I'm like, fuck, not the best chance. They might want to go younger. So I had a really good skate, and luckily it was a thing where it's at main camp. So you're dressing in the threes room, and I've been in the room before, but that threes room is fucking.
Was that nice. The old barn or
no, new barn?
Okay.
New barn, yeah.
Yeah, that threes room is nice.
Yeah, so
it stinks like fuck, but man, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, so yeah, we were sitting in the stalls, and it was either sometimes you're on rink B, but I think that we were on rink A, pretty sure, because I remember I had to go into the coach's office right in the room. But yeah, I got undressed and I was the last one to get a card. They invited me in there, and they offered it to me, and my fucking the sigh of relief was just like, holy fuck, this is fucking special. And they knew my story, getting cut from Belle River, and they'll do anything to get at Belle River a little bit, I'm sure. So
well, how did they say it to you? Like,
yeah, it was kind of a thing where they said I had a good skate, really like what they seen. We got one card left, which when Gil Langlois said that, kind of made me nervous. And I heard after, like, there was a little bit of a vote kind of thing for me on the staff, and a couple guys said no, but majority said yes. But I think obviously head coach makes a call kind of thing. So Gil liked what he's seen, and he wanted
probably
to take a
Todd
chance.
Miller. Todd Miller wanted you gone.
Yeah. Scooty. So yeah, it's definitely paid out, and that's kind of how it worked out. So being the last card on the team that year, and very special. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's dude. Your minutes too. You kept your fucking penalty minutes low, like low, like actually, like Lady Bingish low.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you manage to do that in junior hockey?
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know. Don't let dickheads get to me. I don't know. I don't know. Guys always try and pick on me. I'll just verbally say shit, but I'll never. I took a couple fucking head checks somehow. A couple refs had it out for me, I guess. Maybe Hamlin, I think, called the first head check I've ever got in my whole career was a game. He said I jumped, and I had the puck. So how the fuck can I jump? But
and I hit somebody else.
And yeah,
he's a meatball.
So I don't know, something. I think it was Hammer, and then I had another call. I think maybe Provo, my rookie year.
Fucking Provo.
Like that. But fucking Provo, yeah. So anyway, I think I was just able to stay out of the shit. I'm not gonna take stupid penalties, like, and sometimes when I seen guys take stupid penalties, it's like, what's going on in your fucking head?
Right.
What entices you to fucking trip a guy blatantly or whack a guy behind the play?
But in all honesty, Tyler, like, you grew up with that in your life.
Yeah.
You know, people picking on you and people,
you
know what I mean? I went through the same thing. Everybody was a bully because they were all bigger, right?
Yeah.
So you just learn to figure it out. You either fight or flight, right?
Yeah.
So one way or the other, you could chirp as much as you want. It's like, you know, that big guy ain't going to catch me. So
yeah.
See you later.
Well, my rookie year, like, I was probably the biggest shithead. I don't know if you have the stats there, but I think my rookie year I had the most Pims, maybe, or no?
I don't know. Let's pull it up while you guys are.
Because like my rookie year, like
So you played like.
I was a fucking shithead. I was a shithead.
Shirky.
I haven't watched much of him, and a lot of people are saying that like he's kind of like the next.
Dude, he's a beauty.
Yeah,
he's a beauty. He's gonna.
I hope he does well.
He's got good hands, but like. In all honesty, bro, he plays like he's fucking 6'2".
Yeah,
207 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
And when he gets pissed off, I see some very good hockey smarts with that kid. He doesn't go and do the stupid thing.
Yeah.
Like Kadri, you know what I mean? But
stupid.
He knows the number
Yeah.
and it's coming. And he ends up going and getting that guy back. And it's just like, that was for that.
Yeah.
And you know it was.
Yeah,
right?
Take a number and you get them back later. And
right. And that's what, you know what I mean? I said, I've been saying on this show since I seen that guy go to mini camp, then to main camp, and then all of a sudden he's on the team. And I said, that kid, they are grooming to be the captain of this team.
That's good. Is he his hometown boy?
He's a hometown boy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
He grew up. His mom and dad they lived right across the street there.
Oh yeah.
And then they moved out to, I think it was Ruthven. But yeah, I pumped that kid's tires all the time because he was so great and he's 17 years old, right?
Yeah.
So he's got some years there to still go
for sure.
with Essex.
So. Better make him happy and keep him around.
Yeah. But when I watched him in minicamp, he was the one that stood out the most.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a bunch of scrubs that are just going out and trying out, you know, and how many guys end up coming out of minicamp? You know what I mean? One, two, maybe.
Yeah, not the most.
Right.
It's a big. There's a big drop off.
Right. Because that's usually your youngest players, right?
Yeah.
Going into minicamp. So.
Well, there's It's just the guys that are looking for a team to play for, and as long as you just kind of apply, you usually the way main camp goes is there's like a thing on the team's website or whatever, you can fill it out, and if they somewhat like a little bit about you, they'll send you the invite out to minicamp. A lot of the time minicamps are a bit of a money grab, but
you got to pay to go to the minicamp.
I think it's about $80 or something like that. Most of them.
And you get what? Just
for the ice time, you get your jersey.
How many
guaranteed? I think
camps?
I think you're guaranteed I honestly don't remember. I think you're guaranteed 2 or 3 skates.
Fuck, I do that cheaper on Friday nights for $10. Like, just saying.
And hey, the maximum amount you had in a year was 32. Was the biggest year you had in Pims.
In Pims, which year was that?
That was 14, 15.
Oh, so my second year.
Yeah, second year.
Yeah. Was that regular season? Maybe like
Yeah.
so. I don't know. For some reason, my rookie year, I was like, it was one of the pictures I fucking sent to you of me and those two big guys on Dorchester. Two fucking big guys staring down on me.
Dude, I'll send you the picture. It's fucking awesome.
And like I remember like my rookie year, these guys are the overagers are 3 years older than me, and I'm fucking tiny. Like I was smaller than I am now, way less strong than I am now, and just so happy that Essex took the chance on me, because honestly, like I was fucking small at the time. If you look at video in my rookie year, and
his top of his head comes to the guy's shoulders, and there's two of them standing like just looking down on him, like.
And like we go to Dorchester, or I think it was, we had Dorchester, Wingham, then Lakefield my rookie year. So series 1 for all Ontario against Dorchester. I look across, and it's my first experience in like an all Ontario team. You don't know anything about the other team, like, so you do your research on Point Streak, you look up these guys, and Point Streak's all bullshit. They had me listed at fucking 5'5", I'm 5'4", like. You know, some guys are listed at 5'10", but they're 5'8". It's all bullshit. But you know, I at the time you take it with a grain of salt. So I looked up their whole roster, and they're all Dorchester's all ex junior B guys at the time, and they're all 6'1", 6'4". I'm like, holy fuck, there's some big guys, a couple of small guys. But then in warm-ups, I'm eyeing them up. I'm like, holy fuck, these guys actually have full-grown beards. Like they're playoff beards. It's fucking round one. Their playoff beards are this big.
Grew them in that day.
So, and then. For some reason, like I was able to draw a lot of penalties that series, just because they fucking hate a lot of guys.
You're a water bug, you know.
Exactly.
They're getting pissed because they can't fucking hit you, right?
Yeah. So like I don't know. There was a couple shifts where I was out front of Dorchester's bench, and they have a sick. I don't know if you've ever been to Dorchester's arena. Sickest barn.
No, just the my softball park there.
It's my favorite junior barn in the area. It's full bowl with like sick OHL glass and flexes. The one game we were there, one of the minor hockey teams had like behind our bench almost fucking pushed our glass. They had it waving behind our bench and shit. But anyways, there's a
lot less injuries though with those kind of boards, right? Like flex and everything.
100%.
It's not like running into a wall or somebody running you into a wall.
Like a concrete.
There's a give.
Yeah, nice ring. So I was out front. The face-off was out front of Dorchester's arena or Dorchester's bench. And I don't know what got into me the whole series. I was just running my mouth, and I fucking look at the coach, and these guys are all chirping me, and I'm like up to their chests, and I turn around, and I think I was taking a draw, and I was right wing, but I fucking went to the left wing side just to sit out front of their bench.
Yeah.
And my other winger on my line understood I wanted to go to their bench for some reason. So he lined up on the right side. I was on the left side. And I turned back to their coach. I'm like, why is this guy out here? He's a fucking, look at he had like 2 different color laces on. I'm like chirping him. And like, I'm still looking back at the bench, and the puck dropped already. And I'm like chirping their whole bench, like getting right in their head, just playing a little bit of a dickhead role the whole series.
Right? It's got to happen.
And I don't know. It was just shit like that. My rookie year, after that, I didn't really get into the shit much because of, I think I had way more value to the team after my rookie year. You know, my rookie year, we had fucking Bolio, sick first line. I didn't produce a crazy amount, but played a little bit of a role, draw penalties and shit. So
that's awesome. Now, like Jamie McDermott, right?
Yeah.
Like he was a mouthpiece, like where everybody always said, "Fuck, I gotta go fight this guy now." Because Jamie's run his mouth so much, and now they got a hold of him, and they're shaking him around. Next thing you know, freaking, Joe McLeod or Sean McCabe's got to go in there. And
that was my Dan Manella.
Dan Vanilla, right?
Yeah.
Every team's got to have one.
Oh, you guys got to get Dan on here.
We'll bring him on.
Daniel's the funniest guy ever. He's
awesome.
Yeah, I'll fucking message him.
We'll get him on here, and then we'll get you two on here telling stories.
He was my bodyguard, man.
That's awesome.
You want to hear a funny story about him?
Okay. Absolutely.
We were playing Exeter, the one series, and they weren't the greatest. I think we beat them in 5. It was my second year, the year we won Schmalz. We played Exeter, and we were in Exeter the one game, and they had a guy, 16-year-old. I think he might have got drafted. You might have seen this video. There's a those GIFs, those videos, those little short, quick videos. there's a video, a GIF out there of a kid in an Exeter jersey. The goalie goes behind the net to play the puck and he gets fucking smoked. You ever see that?
I think I have.
I think I've
that was
seen
this
that
kid.
too.
Okay.
That was this Exeter kid. Complete fucking meathead. And very skilled player, but like when you chirp him and get in his head, he's gonna take penalties.
Yeah,
Just
wires
snaps.
get crossed.
Wires actually crossed on him. He was only 16. It was hilarious. So him and I were the two shortest guys on the ice, and we always went fucking like went for each other's heads the whole series. And there was a draw in front of our bench. And or no, it wasn't a draw. He was skating to his bench, but to get to his bench, he had to go past ours.
Yeah.
Oh.
And my teammate Phil Janikowski at the time said like, "Nice bird cage, bud," because they were fucking cages. And he was like, "Keep your fucking mouth shut." And then he looked and he thought I said it. And I actually had a cage on at the time because Matthew Hebert fucking tried to get a puck deep at the red line, and we were all battling for a puck at the red and trying to get it deep, and he fucking like got slew-footed and stuck me in the eye. So I got this scar here. And I was bleeding and they stitched me up, and I had to put on a bird cage for the rest of that series. But Jano chirped him about his bird cage and he thought it was me. So he skated to my bench before they dropped the puck in our zone. And he fucking grabbed me and started tugging on my cage, and I'm just sitting there laughing my ass off. And I start fucking swinging at him from my bench, and Jano's probably swinging at him too. I can't see because he actually had a good grab on my cage. Next thing you know, I feel like a sign of relief, like he let go. And I get back up, I turn around. Big Dan came from the fucking the defense side, reached over me and the boards, took this fucking kid's helmet, ripped it right off. And then we all had a grab on this kid, starting fucking beating the shit out of him right at our bench. And he had no bucky. And then all I hear is bang, bang, bang. Dan Manella's smashing this kid's fucking bucket right in half. He smashed, they had a concrete floor between us and the penalty box, and he smashed it off the floor, shattered into a million pieces.
Well, that's like a Darcy Tucker thing where you go after somebody at the bench. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Talking about get your wires crossed. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's going to go, oh, no.
Yeah, that's snap show when you're jumping into the bench.
I thought they were actually going to pull him in the bench.
We probably could have. If Dano tried, he could have. Like me, no. But I had the leverage. I could have got my leverage in there and lifted him up. But at the same time, I didn't want to take a penalty. That's
what an animal.
But Dano is a fucking beast. Get him on here.
I will for sure. You got to hook us up with him.
Yeah.
So like walk us through. You have a huge year when you end up winning Schmalz Cup.
Yeah.
So like how does that you finish where first? Where you guys finish in the season?
Regular season, we finished. We finished first. It was a close. I think it was a close battle.
And which year is this with you?
My second year.
Second year.
Second year, we won Schmalz. I honestly can't remember the standings. We finished first. I think second was Amherstburg, and it was. The regular season, I think we had a really good year, and we kind of beat the shit out of most teams. But Amherstburg did give us some trouble. They had some tough guys. Steven Spada, the tough guy, he kicked the shit out of fucking million people. But they had a lot of skill too, and. My third year, we went to game 7 with them. But yeah, second year, we went all Ontario. We had a good regular season, really good regular season. I think we swept in round 1 playoffs. I think we swept Dresden, then we swept Moortown. And then we beat Amherstburg in 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then we played, so it's 3 series. Like Schmalz is a tough thing to win because you play 3 more series after. So
right,
and it's against guys that you don't know
because it's like the Great Lakes and then it's the Schmalz Cup, right? Yeah.
So you play 6 series to win a Schmalz. So we did Dresden, Moortown, Aberg, and then Dorchester, Exeter, or maybe not Exeter. I forget who it was, but yeah, Dorchester, maybe Exeter, and Dorchester Air.
But still, that's a fucking grind.
Exeter Air, maybe.
That's a grind, though.
Yeah, and then it was a grind. Injuries, like you play fucking
banged up.
You're banged up. It's crazy. And we went game 7 against Port Hope in the final, and that was fucking crazy. Funny story. We were up 3-0. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah. We were up 3-0, and like. I think they had home ice.
Cruise control.
Yeah, we took game 1 in Port Hope, and I don't remember the score, but it was tight game. And I think actually we might have won by a couple, but their barn it's so fucking far away.
Mm-hmm.
And their barn, I remember they sold out seats and they wouldn't let our fans in. So my dad drove the whole way and they tried to shut him down at the door. And like a bunch of our family members of the team drove up, and I think we had to sneak them in the back door or something like that. And
what a fucking shithead move.
They only fit like fucking 700 people in the crowd, but we stuffed in like 1,000. And it was just a fucking party to be at. That arena was awesome. But I think we complained. We ended up getting a ton of fans in for game 7 because they showed up way earlier. And literally half the crowd was Essex, half the crowd was Port Hope. And Essex fans were the most loud I've ever fucking heard. Yeah. It was incredible. And so we go up 3-0 in the series, and game 4, it's in Port Hope. We're going to go for the sweep. And like every game's a 1-goal game. These guys are a really good team too. They're pretty stacked. And first shift in Port Hope, for me anyway, I get a puck on my wall and I try and go back to the D-man, but then their captain, small, really good skater, he just threw his whole body at me and kind of pinched my shoulder into the glass. So it was my left arm, I believe, my AC joint, separated my AC joint in my shoulder. And I was like, oh my God. So I made the pass and got hit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's not sitting right. Yeah. What the fuck's going on here? So I realized we have puck possession, and I just skated right to the bench. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm like, yeah, I can't even lift my arm.
Need the fucking Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. What's that?
You haven't seen The Karate Kid?
Oh no, I actually haven't. I have a coworker that bitches at me for that.
Rob, he may be too young.
No,
you're never too young for The Karate Kid.
I'm honestly just bad with names. Maybe I fucking watched it, but
Banzai Dayo-san. This is how you fix everything.
Yeah.
Hot hands.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And all your
you should have been our fucking trainer.
I should be a lot of things. Never get the opportunity.
So yeah, AC joint fucking separated there, and so I pretty much had one shift in game 4. We lose game 4 by a few goals. We go back to Essex for game 5. I missed it was 2-2 I think at that point. So game 4 and 5 I think we're in Port Hope, and we lost both. I barely played either of them, and then we come back to Essex for game 6, and I tried to play game 6. And the only way I could really shoot was if I tucked my left elbow. There's video of the warm-ups, and I'm trying to see if I can even play. And we had a couple practices with it, and I had to tell coaches if I can play or not. And they still put me in. I was like, I can barely do anything, but I had to tuck my left elbow into my fucking hip and do a hip thrust. Wow. just to get a puck off. And I still played through it. We lost game 6, and then won game 7, and I played game 7. That was game 7.
Was your shoulder better game 7?
No, I had it all taped up, and it's still fucked to this day, to be honest.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's still really bad.
Yeah, that's the thing, like hips, knees, shoulders. Once you fuck them up, they're fucked.
Yeah, whenever I do shoulder workouts, I can feel there's a point where it just kind of dislocates or cracks, and I just can't do shoulder workouts that well.
I tore my rotator cuff bench press and that thing right there.
Oh yeah, that concoction.
And I could not, I went and laid down in the bathtub because it hurt so fucking bad. I thought, I'll get some heat to it. And I couldn't believe the pain I was in. It was just fucking excruciating. And still to this day, I'll go do things to say, sorry, it was this one, but go throw a baseball. And I was like, oh, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's the worst. Fuck shoulder.
But I can golf.
Yeah.
Not very well.
Scratch.
I still golf.
Yeah. Yeah, we ended up winning in game 7, 1-0, stealing one from them at home. And
you won it at home?
We won it in their
road.
Stealing it on the road.
1-0 on the road.
That was fucked. That was tough. They're a tough team to play in Port Hope. Tough barn, long road.
That's a beautiful place too.
It is so nice. Oh, beautiful. Great wine country out there.
Yeah, I've taken a road ride down the lake, and here's Port Hope, here's Port Dover, here's just fucking amazing places, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was funny. We thought we were going to go for the sweep, game 4 in Port Hope. So we fucking loaded the bus up with booze, cigars, everything. We were so fucking cocky. You're like, we got this in the bag.
Well, you're up 3-0. Why wouldn't you be?
Oh fuck! And then it goes like game 4. I mean, we brought so much shit. I think 4 and 5 were both in Port Hope. But either way, every time we went up there, we loaded up the bus. And then game 6 at home, we fucking loaded our trucks up with booze and for the room. I think some guys snuck in cases because you don't want to sneak in shit in front of the coaches because you're just, so some guys snuck in like cases of beer, put in the stall for after. We still fucking lost. And then game 7, we fucking knew we were bringing everything, and that was quite a fucking what a great bus ride home. Holy fuck. Yeah. Sitting there, I can't even, like, there's a picture I sent you with, I'm lifting the trophy.
Yeah.
After we fucking won in the room, like I could barely even lift the schmaltz over my head. But I was able to like get my shoulders up this high.
I'll send you the picture.
And I took all the tape off. I had a shoulder brace and everything. It was such a relief to get that fucking thing off. But
hey, and that's the thing, right? Like, you're going for something special that you're always going to remember in your life. And as a hockey player, you fucking do anything and everything you can possible to make that game.
Actually, yeah, exactly. You block the shot with your face.
Yes. Yes. Like game 7, I will block that shot with my face.
100%. Yeah.
That's so fucking crazy.
Yeah. We got fucking lit up on the ride home. And I don't remember what time we got home. It was very late, like after midnight for sure. And we show up to the fucking rink because the bus drops us off at the rink. We unload our bags and whatnot, but we won Schmalz. The season's over. There's fucking like tons of fans there waiting for us. It was incredible.
Well, they're all fucking partying in the parking lot, right?
Probably watching our game because there was a live stream. Pat Schill live streamed it. And the funny thing about the live stream, he had the live stream going, and I had family watching at home. Everybody did. Tons of people were tuned in apparently, and it was weird. At the end, we were up 1-0 with like 4 seconds left, and Port Hope has a puck in the neutral zone, and they go offside. But what happened again? I forget what happened, but something happened where they went offside, but I don't know, like the ref blew the whistle and the clock kept running, but they had to reset the clock back to 4 seconds. Or 2 seconds or something, but the ref just said, fuck it, it's over. So, but we thought they kept the time running and we thought it was done. So we all jump off the bench and throw our mitts in the air. Yeah. But the refs are all huddling at center ice like, no, we got to drop the puck again. Because it was offside for the 2 seconds in the neutral zone puck drop. And then, so we all throw our gloves in the fucking air. There's video on YouTube of it. And then we're all like partying, but apparently like the refs were talking, and then Poor Hope's like, what the fuck are we doing? We still got to play. And the refs blew it. It's fucking game over. And we fucking, I've
had enough of this day.
We all realize it. We're fucking like, oh my God, it's actually over finally. So
that's so cool.
Then we go on a 2-week bender. It was what a fucking bender that was. Every day, like, I don't even have a job yet because this is like off season now and done school for the summer. And it was incredible. Literally 2 weeks of just absolute.
Because when do you finish? Like June? Like
it was May 1st we won.
May 1st.
May 1st, 2015.
Wow. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah. That was the craziest summer of my life. Fucking just getting absolutely obliterated every single day for 2 weeks. We had the parade. We had the fucking parade in Essex. And we partied at Dallas Pereira's house, I think, the night before the parade. We all got back together, and that parade, we were all fucking so hungover, puking off the side of the parade, and like guys were puking like on the floor, and Tim Hortons cups full of whiskey. It's like incredible. Putting the worst things into your body.
That's the way it should be, though.
Yeah.
Hey, so what about now? Like, what are you doing after hockey? So what do you do now?
Yeah. So for hockey wise, I'm playing every Monday night beer league. In Essex,
in town? So, okay.
Yeah, right here in
with
Essex.
Jordan?
With Lou, yeah, Team Blue, baby.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. We got to get pumps on Team Blue. So.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah. Pumps and Wyatt O'Neal next year.
Oh my God.
What a fucking wagon that'll be.
Yeah. We actually, unfortunately, we got eliminated yesterday. What's today?
Oh, did you?
On Monday, yeah.
You know what that is? It's not your guys' fault. It's coaching.
It is, yeah.
Right? You just got out-coached.
Yeah.
You got out-coached.
Got out-coached by Casper the Ghost.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, Team Blue fucking every Monday. And I play in a couple beer leagues here and there, tournaments, just for hockey wise. But work, I did civil engineering at the college. And then lucky enough, actually kind of through hockey, I got a job at Amico, Amico Infrastructure. So working there for the past something like 5 years in now.
So now you so while you're playing junior C, you get called up for a Flyers game.
Yep. Yeah.
How
that was special.
How did that work out?
Yeah. So obviously it's like, again, like just like Belle River, getting cut from them. Junior B is a different level. I get that. I thought I had a good chance a couple of years to make Leamington, but it's a tough league to crack.
But is your brother playing there at the time?
Yeah. So my brother signed in Leamington when he was 16. He'll tell a story about how he signed, I'm sure, if he comes on the podcast. But essentially,
we'll do it after he's done the wagon thing.
Yeah.
And we'll get him on and have a couple of beers.
Yeah. The fucking sobriety bullshit. But
he likes a quitter. That's what I said to him on Sunday. So I said, I'll buy you one with alcohol.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, man, I'm on the wagon.
I'm on the wagon, yeah. So yeah, like he signed there when he was 16, and I signed in Essex when I was 18. So my rookie year, Chris would have been already 2 years in, I believe. Yeah, 16. So so I think he would have been 2 or 3 years in by the time I signed. And it was always my dream to play with him. And Tony Peroski loved our family, and actually when my brother signed, he had a couple opportunities to play junior B and a couple options anyway. And Tony Peroski actually drove to our house in Belle River to give my brother a card, and that was crazy. Like Chris just cracked the junior B lineup. Chris didn't even get drafted. Yeah, he kind of got fucked. He deserved everything, but Tony Peroski came and offered him a card and whatnot, signed him when he was 16. So it was Chris being my biggest mentor. I look up to him like crazy. So I've always wanted to play with him. So I was 18 when I signed in Essex, and I think I don't remember which years I got called up. I think almost all my years except for my away year. I might have had a couple games in, but I get called up to Essex or up to Leamington, and obviously I know the whole. I go to watch my brother when he signed when he was 16, and I'm 15, he's 16. I've watched him for 3 years play there already, so I know the whole staff, whole organization, and I know the rink. Like I go back down to the room.
Yep.
They invite me down all the time, so I finally get the chance to bring my fucking hockey bag to the rink, and I drop my bag off, and I know where to put it. I know all that shit, and it's pretty funny, and then. It's fine. It's nice that I finally get to see like my brother's pregame rituals, Mitch Amonte's pregame rituals, my best friend, and other buddies, Jake McGee. I grew up with all those guys, knowing them, and then I get pulled into the coach's office, my first time ever getting called up, and Tony Peroski's like he just cracked a joke. I forget what he said, but it just lightened the mood. You know what I mean? Yeah. It just like made me feel so welcome. And the whole staff knew me because I would always go to my whole family after Chris would play when he signed me, he was 16, 17, all the games, they go to Jose's.
Yep. we
And I meet them. I have, just eat. We always talk to each other, and they're always so nice to my
sit
family.
at the table with the team.
Yeah. They always welcome us with open arms. The
Yeah.
best fucking organization in junior B by a mile.
Mhm.
And
Still is.
yeah,
Still is one of the best.
exactly. And I walk into the coach's office, and Tony and Hop and all the boys are there up, and they crack a few jokes and welcome me aboard just for the night. And then I don't know if it was the first game that I played. I don't think it was the first game that I played, but I got it called up a few times, and I always did well. I always loved, because I always loved playing in the Hines. I think I had a couple of away games.
Huge arena.
My favorite.
And you can wheel on that one.
Favorite. I played so well there. I loved it. A couple games I did really well there. So the most special time getting called up to Leamington for me was the one night. I think my brother and Mitch were the overagers, and or my brother, not Mitch. Mitch is my age, Amonte. But my brother's a 94. He's an overager at this point, maybe. And I get called up, and my brother and Mitch are like the best duo in the county by a mile. They're just fucking disgusting. My brother won Go J Player of the Year and Go J Defensive Forward of the Year.
Wow.
A couple awards. Like, he's nuts. And Mitch is disgusting too. Best player in the league. So I know them so well. So Tony invites me into the room. Like, this is like my 4th time getting called up to them. And I drop my bag at my stall. I have like my own stall, and I see where my jersey's at, whatever. I go into the room, and he calls me Scotty. He's like, Scotty, I'm putting you with your brother and Mitch tonight. They're the best line in the league. And it's like, I'm a call up. Why are you putting me to them? Like, and I know I can fit in with them because I know how they play. I know exactly how they play. He's like, I'm putting you with them because I know you got some chemistry I'm sure you got some chemistry, but they don't actually need a third player to play with them. So just go there, play defensive, and keep it simple. Get fucking pucks out, this and that. You just gave me a little spiel. And then next thing you know, and it's so special to me to like, there's some pictures I'll have to show you of me, Chris, and Mitch lined up for face-offs, or like just like the more like pictures I'm going to print and frame up with me and Chris playing. And I actually like the one game, obviously I was important in Essex. The one game was a big game against London, and I'm on the line with my brother and Mitch. And I think for some reason it was the end of the game. I get thrown out with like, where it's a 1-goal game. I get thrown out with like 30 seconds left, D zone draw. I'm like, why the fuck am I going out here, Tony? Like, what the hell's going on? He throws me out there. My brother loses the draw clean, right to their point. My guy, I fly out to the fucking point to block a shot, and I don't know what was in me, but I fucking did the double knee down block. The worst block you can do. I just went like full body knee, both knees down, not one D, a little bit of a rotation. Yeah. No, I go double knee down, block it right on the top of my left knee. No padding.
Just the
hardest clapper ever. I was out for like a month and a half from Essex.
The worst.
That was probably the one season I had like 36 games played. I missed probably 4 games or 5 games or something. That season,
to a Charlie horse.
Worst fucking knee injury, and it still fucking affects me. It still cracks and shit. But and then I ended up like, I had a really good game. I had a goal all by myself, unassisted. I went like end to end somehow. Like, I played so good when I played with my brother and Mitch, and
well, they created room for you too.
It was just like it wasn't even like that they created room. It was just like, I'm out there. My cock is huge. I fucking feel like I'm on the best line in junior B. I have the most amount of room to skate.
You probably are.
And yeah, it is
right
by far. And I just, the confidence that you get playing with those guys, like I can see when Mitch has the puck or my brother has the puck, like, holy fuck, that's like my childhood hero. It's like really special to me to get called up. So that was
that's so cool that he hooked you up like that.
Yeah, Chris, you know, and Chris, they all knew like Chris is the guy on that team, and let's make Chris happy by calling up his little brother from Essex. So it was special to Chris and me for sure. Yeah,
what a pleasure.
Yeah, that was incredible. Probably my favorite time in junior hockey, aside from, you know, playing and signing at Essex, the Schmalz, and one of my favorite things.
Now, let's talk about the cruise.
I was going to say, I'm tapped, so go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk about the cruise.
The cruise.
So I remember Lou telling us that the cruise wasn't the cruise because they something happened. They went into Florida, and then everybody ended up getting scattered all over the place. Like, so we've never gotten an actual cruise story.
Really? Like on the ship?
On the ship.
Boys were drinking?
Yeah.
I got like 3 good ones I can tell you.
Okay.
One, I don't know if I should, but I'll keep that one for last and see how I feel. But
we'll see how you feel after that one.
There's many different things that go on the cruise. You wouldn't fucking believe it. Like,
well, I believe it.
Okay, have you been on one?
I've been on a cruise, but not a 73s cruise.
Oh, was it Royal Caribbean?
It was Carnival.
Okay.
So there's bars, there's discos, there's piano bars, there's gambling, casinos, everything.
You ever hear of, well, there's karaoke, there's Quest. You ever hear of Quest?
I have not.
So Quest is a thing we always did. Shout out to Scott Bromley. You got to get him on the show because he was a legend at Quest. He was a captain of our team the year we won Schmalz, and he was like one of the most kind of outgoing guys.
Okay.
Just his personality was the funniest shit ever. You'd love him. So he kind of captained our team for Quest. So basically what they do is like there's a guest or a speaker from the cruise line and there's a big stage with a big stands, group of stands, auditorium kind of thing. And
like the casino. Like the auditorium in the casino.
Oh yeah, actually true. Yeah, yeah, exactly like that. But kind of more low and round. So everybody's kind of involved. And basically you separate, you build teams and you all scatter around the stage. And the talker says like team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's different games. So you need to earn your team points in order to win and get the reward at the end. So there's things like things that would happen, like get the captain from each team must come on stage. So the captain walks up from each team, and the captain with the most bras like put on wins, and they set a timer. And
now you got to go out in the crowd.
Fucking bras are in the stands, ripping their bras off, hucking them in. And shit like that. And then like you put the bras are all getting hooked on it. Yeah. And like the timer's going, so everyone's yelling. Just like it's the most fun fucking event you can do. Awesome. And everybody's fucking wasted and like tripping over each other, fucking face plants and
trying to grab it.
Just tits are out, throwing bras. So it was like this one. I don't know if it was like Scott, but it would be like a lot of the time we would just nominate one of the guys from our team to go up and there would be things like that they would do. But the one that I want to tell you guys about was we invited a couple from the stands. There was a black couple in the stands, and they were the nicest people ever. Mm-hmm. And we invited them to join our team because they were sitting right there and they were just very friendly and whatnot. So the one dude had to be 6'9", 350. Oh. And he was on our team because we knew one of the biggest points would have been because we have experience doing quests. We do it every fucking cruise. Okay. It was get 2 members from each team, the complete polar opposites.
It's you and him.
So me and him go up. I'm fucking 5'4", 140, and I'm white, and he's 6'9", 400 pounds. He's black. The funniest, and there's video of it because they fucking played the video of it at the end of the year party in front of all the team at the fucking Legion here. Anyway, I was so embarrassed. But so funny. So we go up and we're walking side by side, and like nobody else competes. So we get the automatic point, and we haven't even done we have to dance and shit and do things together, right? And interact. So me and this big black guy are just interacting, and he's the nicest guy ever. Yeah, for him to go along with it, like he had to piggyback me around and shit, and like
that was better than you piggyback.
Exactly. So right when we all walked,
you'd be like a backpack on him.
So it was all quiet, and the crowd was laughing when him and I walked up, and then other teams walk up and whatnot, and the guy that's on the mic, he just tells everybody shush down, and he just starts laughing. He just starts
when you laughing. See him walk up, you're like,
yeah. Huh. So anyway, he started laughing, and it was just things like that happened on the cruise. That was one story. We had to dance and hold each other by the hips, and I'm looking at his belly button. It was shit like that, and then he had to piggyback me around, and that was one funny story. Quest is a great time on the cruise.
Absolutely.
Another one, my rookie year. Colin DeLate, guy's a fucking legend. He guy is a fucking beauty. There's a pizza bar, and I think it's 24/7. And it's on one of the lower floors. You had to go down to get to it, kind of hidden. And we were all sitting at the pizza bar at 3 a.m, crushing food, and everybody's sleeping. It's just us, and we got our beers, and we're just eating pizza. And it's 4 of us sitting down at a round table, and one of the cruise line workers is working the pizza bar, just cooking pizzas and feeding us. We're just crushing
pizza. Yeah.
All of a sudden we hear some commotion down the hallway, guys stumbling down the stairs, and we look over, and I think it was maybe Corey Bully, a couple of the overagers, and Colin DeLate. Colin DeLate was fucking wasted. And the crews, it's all glass doors.
Yeah.
He fucking walks right into the glass door, breaks his nose, blood all over. It's just like 3 a.m. It was hilarious. He's like fucking down and out. Oh yeah.
That's
all you hear is boom, the glass is all vibrating.
Yeah. It ain't gonna break.
Yeah, no.
You're gonna break.
No.
Okay, so I have one more question left for him, and we all know what it is. So the goal scoring song. What would your goal scoring song have been if you get rid of that fucking horn? Oh, and another one is,
oh god,
let's talk about them bringing back the leather jackets in Essex.
Oh, they got to bring those back.
Right,
those
and they got to come back. Like you walk through the stands and you see all these guys wearing these leathers with pride.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're so sick. The sickest leathers in fucking junior C hockey ever.
Dude, they're
black with the orange fucking stripes on it. They're so dynamite.
I've worn my buddies and I love the looks of them. I wish we still had them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
you put it on, you feel like a
leather went out of style, but when you show up to the rink wearing that, it's fucking legendary. Like when you see Lou wear his, and it's unreal.
Yeah, Joe Bodell couldn't wear his because he said he only played 24 games.
Yeah,
bitch.
Uncle Joe.
So what would your goal scoring song be?
Probably be like something from Guns N' Roses, like Welcome to the Jungle or something, or
nice.
Hell's Bells by AC/DC for sure.
Beauty.
Yeah. Beauty. Those are always songs like
fire up the crowd.
Well, we would like minor hockey. We'd get somebody brought a speaker to the room and we're just fucking firing up AC/DC and or like
Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue.
Exactly. Yeah. Mainly Guns N' Roses, AC/DC. Yeah. Those. Yeah. It'd probably be Welcome to the Jungle because Junior C is the jungle for sure.
Damn,
absolutely.
Yeah, Ty, this has been fucking great, dude. This is it's been a nice steady conversation there. We'll be sure to get that out for you.
We gotta get that out.
Now that I know it's kind of towards the end of the episode, I know.
Oh, we gotta bring up one more thing, bro. We gotta bring up one more thing.
What?
Your dad does sticks.
Yes.
For all these pigeons that play fucking
all the pigeons,
senior,
including myself.
Senior league. Yeah, I don't do it. I play pickup when I want to.
Yeah.
What does he do? What is it like called? Just kind of run everything by us here.
Explain what it is. Yeah. So it's called integral hockey stick repair. So I kind of started just before COVID. Somebody was looking to run the Windsor Essex County. He's up from Calgary. There was an ad out there. I think my dad got in touch with him right at the start of COVID, and it kind of fell through to start. And then like middle of COVID, when things kind of started opening up, my dad reached out again, and my dad bought into the business, and it's honestly incredible. But at first I told my dad, like me and my brother, me especially, like I'm so fucking picky with sticks. It's like I have to use like a Crosby curve. It has to be fucking 65 flex, and if I go from a CCM to a Warrior, I feel like I'm fucking garbage. Like I just can't do it. So that's just me being picky with sticks. Might sound weird. So I told my dad, I was like just thinking about it and doing the research, and they were pretty popular. Like they're in the GTA now. They do a bunch of teams. So they basically repair broken sticks. So I told my dad, send one of my broken sticks that I kept from my rookie year out to Calgary, and he did. The guy fixed it, sent it back, and I shit you not, it's like it didn't fucking change. He put it like, so if it breaks in the shaft, you might lose about half inch to an inch because he's got to cut it and join it back together, right? Nice joint, and then he'll put an extension in the end. And the shit that they do, I like it. The kick point feels the same, the flex feels the same, and I'm picky. Like it's gonna save the beer leaguers a lot of money. That's the biggest thing. Because for me, I went from getting like free sticks from the threes, $350 sticks. Now I'm not fucking buying $350 sticks. I'll tell you that right now. I'm getting hand-me-downs or fucking using yard sale sticks. I'm not buying top of the line sticks anymore. And now the price of sticks is going up to $400. So my dad's getting in touch with teams in the area, leagues in the area, myself and my ex-teammates that are all in beer leagues now. And business is going well so far. A lot of good feedback. He does blades, shafts, and he repairs them, man. So if it's a senior stick that breaks in the shaft, and it's not warranted, keep that stick instead of throwing it in the garbage. Bring it to my dad. Give him like $70 instead of buying a $400 stick again.
And this was a free ad. We're giving him a free plug right now, so
Fucking
he
nice.
better be jumping on board.
Just tell him if he ever wants to advertise.
One of his signs and
Yeah,
we'll put it
we'll
right in
Ever
there.
wants to-
Absolutely,
Fucking right.
absolutely.
If he ever
I got,
wants to advertise.
I got advertisement over here. There's a free wall
Oh,
right there.
Just tell him
That's
if he ever wants to with us, let us know.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. No, I appreciate the plug there. And
Absolutely. We
I'm telling
appreciate
you,
you coming on.
you
And
fucking beer leaguers out there, don't go buy fucking new sticks. It's not needed.
Now
Don't throw your sticks out. You can buy new sticks. Don't throw your sticks out. Don't
Now
fucking do it.
does he have Instagram, Facebook for it, all that stuff?
Yeah, he's got Facebook and I believe Instagram now.
wasn't it a TikTok thing you sent me?
What's it under again?
Integral Hockey Windsor Essex. So the website, I got it here.
We can give him a free plug on this episode. We're not putting it up on the page until he fucking signs on.
Yeah, there you go.
That is true.
Hey, one free ad. One free ad. Let's go.
So it's
Think about all the pigeons he's gonna take care of, all these $400 sticks. Are you fucking kidding
hey,
me?
you're not only doing my dad good, you're doing all the boys in fucking beer leagues.
Absolutely. This is what I'm trying to take care
This is
of.
very-
You know,
very
you
good.
buy one stick, it lasts you the rest of your life.
So do they have to ship that away, or does he fix it in this area?
So he's in like right near Patillo and Old Tecumseh Road.
Oh, so he's in this area.
He has a shop there he put up right local here, and it takes about from the time he starts working on it, he's pretty busy with shit.
Mhm.
In the summer he does bikes and sticks. He does, but mostly sticks. And he's always been like kind of like a handyman. He's taught me a ton of shit.
Mhm.
But the website's integralhockeywindsoressex.com, and you can reach out to my dad. He's got an inventory of sticks. If you just want to buy one from him for $70 or $100, he gets $300 sticks from junior teams in the area that they don't want back, so he'll keep it, fix it, and you can have
I'm gonna have
close
to
to
go
a
see him for the start of
$300
next year.
stick for $100. What's that?
I'm gonna have to go see him for the start of next year.
Telling you, it's fucked. He
Yeah.
fixed, like, I use CCM rib cores triggers, and he fixed them for me, and they feel the same. So
I can get rid of my wooden stick now.
no, those are
No, those are the whack fuckers that, you know, somebody breaks your stick and
Yes.
now you bring
Soak that
one
shit
out.
in the shower.
Break everybody's stick on that shift.
Yeah.
All
exactly.
right, yeah,
So,
man, that's cool. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to check that out. But yeah, man, thank you so much for coming on. It's been
Yeah.
great, nice little chat with you. And dude, you're welcome anytime, and we'll have some beers, golf, or something soon.
right on, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
Well, we'll have to get you to the Mag Club so these guys can fucking tear you a new asshole.
Whatever. I'll chirp back. I don't care.
I know, but they will ruin you. They
Whatever.
ruined me. I'm just a puppet there now.
All I hear is this.
Fucking right. Put the blinders on, just like me. in my
No,
record.
it's
Nothing I
a
ever
great
heard.
time. All it is just bullshit talk and
Yeah.
a lot of fun. And
And
you know
with
what I mean?
pumps,
You
with
get,
pumps.
yeah, you get to pour your heart out, and
Yeah.
the boys just take care of you. You know, you got problems, we'll fix them.
Oh,
So, Tyler, thanks, buddy, for coming on.
Thanks for
It's
having
been awesome,
Yeah,
and we'll
good
make
time.
sure you get your brother on here,
Yeah.
and maybe your pop.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Make sure you take that crew story out.
Yeah.
I will. All right, boys.
Story out. That's what people are going to be laughing about. What cruise story? That's what all the questions are going to be.
Yeah.
What cruise story?
Yeah, well, guess what? They can figure that out later. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you.
Hey, right on. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
And there he was. Absolute beauty. Kind of newer alumni. He had some pretty good years there with the threes.
Absolutely. And his dad being able to fix you beer hockey league sticks, like, holy shit, man, that's going to be so awesome. How much money are you guys going to save?
Oh my God.
You
I know.
pigeons that go out and pay that
Uh,
money to fucking play men's league
Or
hockey.
the ones that wrap him around the post like a dummy.
Yeah, because you're mad. You missed
No.
the pups.
If mine break, it's legit shitty and it's old and I don't like to smash my sticks around. So
Well, and they're guaranteed for I can't remember how long he said, but fuck, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
amazing that you're not going to have to spend $300 on a new stick and you can get it fixed for whatever it is.
I smell a sponsor opportunity.
Absolutely.
So lots of be hitting those guys up. So Rob, let's do it. Trades. Man, there was a lot of trades. We're just going to kind of highlight like 5 or 6 of them that kind of stood out to me. Rob, let's get into it. Toronto Maple Leafs acquire Captain Geo, I call him, and forward Colin Blackwell from the Kraken in exchange for a second-round pick in 2022, a second-round pick in 2023, and a third-round pick in 2024. Rob, I want to know, what do you think of this trade?
I like the trade. They didn't have to give up too much, but you Leaf fans out there, don't think that he's what, 30?
He's like 37
or 38 years old. He's not fucking 33. You know what I mean? He's not 25. Like, he's not the be all end all. Is he going to be a top 4 on the Leafs? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was looking at some stats there, and the way they have it projected is
he should be a top 4 there, though.
It'll be Riley and Labushkin.
Yeah.
And then it'll be Giordano and TJ Brody, Muzzin and Hull, and Sandine and Liljegren, which is not bad. I think they did. And that what's his name that they picked up there? That
Colin Blackwell.
That fucking dude is a water bug.
Yeah, he is.
I think if they end up putting him on the second line, because he may be a third line player, but you could put him on the second line with Nylander and Johnny T. And that guy's your Zach Hyman. He's going in the corner to get the pucks. He'll dump it in and go chase it. You know what I mean? He's that guy. And maybe Tavares doesn't have to go in the corner as much, and you can get a little bit more life out of him, keep him a little bit healthier.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see. I think it's a great move for them. But the only part that, like, they got another goaltender, but it was a guy I never even heard of. They put Mrazek on waivers. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm still nervous for Leaf fans about their goaltending situation.
Well, what about Chicago leaking that information? Whether it was their general manager, but it's Kyle Dubas and whoever the GM is in.
I forget his name, but
yeah, I do too. But him leaking that out about
that's bullshit.
The goaltending situation there and everything, like, basically saying that didn't want Campbell. Campbell wasn't a number 1 goalie either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, makes him not to mention, it's just gonna piss him off. Like, make a guy not feel wanted. Like, fuck.
Well, yeah, and he did something else to some other team that they were all pissed off at him too. Like,
that's dirty pool.
It is. Like, you're gonna get the shit end of the stick trying to deal some of your guys away if this is what the general managers are starting to think about you. That you're just this yapper that spills his guts about everything.
Yeah. I think the big one of the day is Florida getting Claude Giroux, and 2 minor leaguers went to Florida. No, sorry. Florida got Claude, 2 minor leaguers, and a 5th-round pick in 2024 from the Flyers in exchange for Owen Tippett, a 1st-round pick of the 2024 entry draft, or 2025. I think it's all pending on what happens with Florida this year during the playoffs, and a 3rd-round pick in 2023. So, fuck, I think Florida stole that deal.
Florida's a wagon now.
Yeah, Florida's crazy. But they just lost Aaron Ekblad too. He's on the LTIR.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, are they doing the fucking Lightning thing? No, they're not. Trust me. They're a way better team with him in the lineup. So that sucks too for Florida. So another one that jumped out at me, well, obviously it's going to jump out at me because it involves my Red Wings, is St. Louis acquired Nick Leddy, Luke Witkowski from the Red Wings in exchange for Jake Wallman, Oscar Sundqvist, who played last night, had a goal and an assist, by the way, and a 2nd-round pick in the 2023 NHL entry draft as well. So that's a pretty fair trade, I think.
Yeah.
They were looking.
I never heard of 3/4 of those guys, though.
Yeah. St. Louis needed him on D. So they needed a guy like that. So they got him. Also, the Rangers got Andrew Kopp from the Jets and a 6th-round pick in 2023 in exchange for Morgan Barron, 2 picks in 2022 or 2023, and a 5th pick in 2023 as well. So Kopp is definitely going to help out the Rangers. Pittsburgh, one of the big ones of the day, Ricard Racal from the Ducks in exchange for forward Zach Austin Reese, Dominic Simon or Simone or whatever, however you say it, and the rights to goaltender Cal Klang and a second round pick of 2022 as well. So that's a big haul for one guy.
Yep.
But he's gonna fucking help out Pittsburgh like crazy. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of whipping through these because I don't want to bore anybody here. Another one. Yeah. So Max Domi on the move again. So he's going now to Carolina for, a couple this was actually a 3-way trade. So Domi went to Carolina and D-man and a prospect from Columbus. So they went to Carolina in exchange for another prospect. And then Florida got it's pretty much just prospects and picks everywhere, but it was a 3-way deal. It's all confusing. It's all fucked, but that's between Carolina, Florida, and Columbus. So picks everywhere and Max Domi to Carolina. It was pretty well how it went. And the last
Max Domi is fucking working out of a suitcase now, right?
Yeah,
like, I wonder if he's a head case, like that he's an issue.
Apparently he got into it, or he wasn't the best with John Tortorella.
Wow, who is?
Columbus. Yeah, I know, but when he thinks you're hard to coach, come on. Also one of the biggest ones of the day, Marc-Andre Fleury from the Blackhawks. They got him for a first round pick. One pick.
Yeah, well, they were asking a boatload out of Toronto for him because Toronto's got so many prospects. Mm-hmm. But I think Fleury didn't want to go to Toronto.
I don't think he did either.
No.
How do you think he'll do?
I don't understand.
How do you think?
Why you wouldn't? You'd be the number one there. That's what you want to be too, isn't it? But he's got Talbot to back him up there in Minnesota now.
I think he's going to be the backup.
Who, Talbot?
Fleury.
Yeah, he'll be the backup. He's not going to come in and take that spot right off the
I think
bat,
they're going to. I think they'll be like a 1A, 1 fucking B type deal. Those two, you can play either one and get a win.
Yeah. Yeah, neither one are going to hurt you, but that's pretty good backup.
Mm-hmm. Think about Vegas right now. Leonard's out, Fleury's gone now. They have like nobody now.
Oh, they got to be kicking themselves in the balls for letting Fleury go.
Like,
fuck.
I feel bad for Flower. He's kind of bouncing around. The guy's going to be a fucking Hall of Famer. He's won the cup like 3 times. He's going to be guy's bouncing around the league right now.
And it's crazy too, right? Because like that guy, they say he's one of the nicest guys like to play hockey with. He may be a shit when it comes to pranks and stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, but they say he's just a rock solid dude and he'd do anything for you. So I wonder why he keeps bouncing around so often. I mean, you think maybe it's because of his high contract, like his high salary?
Maybe, yeah. I always laugh because whenever he makes a big save or anything, you can just see his teeth in his mask. He's always just grinning.
Oh yeah, he's smart.
He's always just grinning the whole time on the ice. So we'll have to. So good
every
luck.
Every day Saturday, and you go play backup. You don't even have to play. You can go get lit every night and fucking play backup.
Make your liver quiver. Yeah, that should be interesting. So look forward to the Stanley Cup playoffs coming up. I'm looking forward to that. Trust me, if we went over every fucking trade here, we'd be here for 3.5 hours. So I just kind of highlighted the big ones, which now brings us into our last little segment of the day, which is our beaut of the week. Rob, do you know who you're going with, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
I'm going with Giovanni Smith from the Red Wings. Did you see what he did last night?
Did not.
So he
don't care what the Red Wings do.
He fought the same guy 2 times, right? But what he did, you know what caused the first fight? He grabbed one of the guys by his chain and broke his chain.
He what?
The guy had a freaking chain on, playing hockey with a chain, and he grabbed it and broke it.
Might as well.
So he grabbed it and broke it. So they got in a fight there, kind of a little bit of a dust up. And then like later on in the game, near the end of the game, they fought where they went at it like toe to toe. So I love that. I love that kid. I love his style. I love his game. So Giovanni Smith is my beaut of the week. Rob, you?
Nice. My beaut of the week is Hayden Hodgson. He's a local boy who got picked up by Windsor boy that got picked up by the Philadelphia Flyers.
Sweet.
For $750,000, signed to the American Hockey League. 6 foot. What would they have there? Was he 6'2", 207 pounds.
Big boy.
Yeah. What was he? 29 points in with the Phantoms last year or this year. Mm-hmm. So yeah, good for him. Congratulations.
Hopefully we see him up. Yeah, hopefully we see him up soon here.
Yeah.
Obviously the Flyers aren't going to make the playoffs. They just lost their 13th straight road game last night to the Red Wings. So
terrible.
Yeah. So what a better time than to let the kids play there in Philly. Now's the time. Right? Yep. Let them play while their fucking team's shitty. I always said that with teams. When your team's shitty, let all the young guys play.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Give them the experience. So, all right. You got anything else you'd like to add, or are you good?
Nope, I'm good.
On that note, Aunt Rob, we're signing off. We're out of here. See ya.
Peace.
I've lost my fight with time. My numbers up and up the line. I gaze at the darkness, so empty. Just looking for the light. Shout for help, but no one's there. Need a guiding hand, someone who cares. All alone in the darkness, I've realized for the first time I am scared. If I could do it all again, if I had one more chance, my friend, I would rewrite all my wrongs. I would find where I belong. I got lost along the way. I had so much more to say. If I could do